Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into a really fascinating period of South Indian history, the Pallava Dynasty.
Absolutely. A formidable power.
Yeah, our sources paint quite the picture. They reigned for, what, over 600 years?
That's right. Roughly 275 CE up to about 897 CE. A huge span of time.
With Kanchipuram as their capital, sounds like it was a really vibrant center culture, politics, trade, the works.
It really was a major hub.
So our mission today is to unpack how the Pallavas hit this, well, golden age of art and architecture.
Unparalleled innovation there.
And then explore the complex reasons why it eventually declined.
There are definitely layers to it.
Get ready for some surprising insights, I think, into an enduring legacy.
Definitely. And what's striking, right off the bat is just how vast their influence was geographically.
Oh, how far are we talking?
Well, from northern Andhra Pradesh,
Right,
stretching all the way down south to the river Kaveri.
wow, okay. That's significant.
It is. And this dive, I think, will show why they left such a mark. Not just what they did, but the real significance of their sort of contributions to Dravidian temple architecture, that distinctive style,
Yes.
and how they helped propagate Hindu culture across Southeast Asia. That's key,
Okay.
especially when you set that against the backdrop of, well, constant warfare, multi-front wars, internal problems.
Which ultimately brought them down.
Exactly. That contrast is really important.
Governing that huge territory for 6 centuries.
Uh.
That's immense. How did they even start to consolidate that kind of power?
That's a great question. And it really points to pivotal early rulers like Simhavishnu.
Simhavishnu, right?
He's the one credited with really ending that mysterious period, the Kalabra interregnum.
Oh, the Calabra is always a bit murky that time.
Very murky. It had fragmented South India for ages. Simhavishnu sort of cleaned house, consolidated power, and made Kanchipuram his capital.
So he laid the foundations.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Set the stage for their ascent.
And what an ascent. They reached an absolute peak, didn't they? We're talking cultural giants like Mahendravarman.
If you figure.
He didn't just rule, he pioneered rock-cut architecture. I mean, imagine carving entire temples, shrines, sculpture.
Straight out of massive rocks.
Yes, out of single formations. It's just monumental, artistically engineering-wise.
A huge leap forward. And he even wrote a play.
That still amazes me. Matavilasa Prahasana, a satirical play from a warrior king.
It really challenges our assumptions, doesn't it, about rulers and art?
It absolutely does. And then after him came Narasimhavarman III,
Vatapikanda.
the conqueror of Vatapi. He avenged his father's defeat against the Chalukyas,
A major military achievement.
but also built Mamallapuram's Rathas, those incredible monolithic temples, each carved from one single boulder.
Unbelievable sculptural work.
Yeah.
Really showcases their skill. And you have to remember, underpinning all this was a pretty robust economy and a sophisticated administration.
Right, that makes sense. You need that foundation.
You do.
But it's still, fascinating how a dynasty that was, as you said, constantly at war could also foster this golden age of art.
It's a paradox, isn't it?
So what started the unraveling? What were those pressures that began to break the empire apart?
Well, if we zoom out a bit, their fall was really a result of relentless external pressures combined with serious internal weaknesses.
Okay.
They faced these exhausting wars on multiple fronts. The Chalukyas, of course.
Always the Chalukyas.
Then the rising power of the Rashtrakutas from the north.
Right.
And the Pandyas always pushing from the south. Even strategic marriages didn't fully stabilize things.
So it wasn't just one enemy chipping away, but constant pressure draining them from all sides.
Exactly. Resources, attention, manpower, all stretched thin.
And that creates internal stress too, I imagine.
Precisely. These external wars were compounded by pretty debilitating succession disputes. Fights within the dynasty over who gets the throne.
That always weakens central authority.
Always. And when the center weakens, ambitious local lords, the feudatories, they start to see their chance.
They start carving out their own power bases.
Exactly. And the most notable example here, the ones who really rose as the Pallavas faded, were the Cholas.
The Cholas, under Vijayalaya, right?
Vijayalaya and then his successor, Aditya. They steadily gained strength and, well, eventually absorbed the Pallava kingdom entirely.
Wow. So a combination of being worn down from the outside and fracturing from the inside.
That sums it up pretty well. External pressure, internal instability.
So what does this all mean for you, listening? What's really striking here, I think, is how cultural achievements,
Hmm.
like that distinctive Dravidian style, with the towering pyramid-like vimanas on temples,
Instantly recognizable.
or the spread of Hindu influence through trade networks, how these things can often transcend and actually outlast the political power itself.
That's a crucial point.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If an empire's greatest enduring impact isn't its borders or its military victories, but its art and ideas. What truly leaves the most indelible mark on history?
And this raises, I think, a really important question for reflection. When we look at the rise and fall of these powerful dynasties,
Yeah.
how much is truly about military might, the battles and conquests, and how much is actually about the deeper cultural, the societal foundations they laid?
Becoming, as you said, sort of torchbearers of influence long after their political reign ended.
Exactly. Something to think about.